Alright, now I'm going to explain the hand rankings for poker. Alright, so, you want to do highest to lowest or lowest to highest? We'll do lowest to highest. Alright, so, the lowest hand is basically 5 random cards, like Jack, King, 3, 4, Ace. It would be called Ace High, because it's the highest card on there. If King was the highest card, it would be called King High. If 10 was the highest card, it would be called 10 High. If 9 was the highest card, it would be called 9 High. So it's called no pair or high card. That's what it's called. But that's the lowest hand. The second lowest hand is called a pair, which is literally a pair of cards, like aces or threes or fives or tens. Two pair is literally 2 pairs, like kings and eights, kings and fives, aces and twos. You got it. Three of a kind, also called trips or a set. And I'll explain the difference between how to get a set and how to get trips. But it's basically 3 of the same card, like 3 aces, 3 kings day, 3 kings day. So whenever I get 3 kings, I call it 3 kings day. So yeah, 3 jacks, 3 fours, 3 threes. Yeah. So the difference between trips and a set is if you have, like, let's say hang on, let me find a jack. Let me find another jack. So if I say the board is Jack, Jack, 9, right? Yeah, you can see it. So if I say the board is Jack, Jack, 9, you can see this, right? Okay. So yeah. So if I say the board is Jack, Jack, 9, and let me find the other Jack. And where are the other 2 jacks? Where are the other 2 jacks? Where are you tonight? Alright. And then I have Jack, Queen with me. That's called trips. It's the same hand, just a different way of getting it. I have a Jack, and then there's 2 jacks on the board. That's called trips. Okay. A set is when, let's say there was a Queen on the board, and I have a pocket pair, and then another Jack comes up on the board. That's called a set. A set is when you have a pocket pair, and then that same card comes up on the board. Board means the community cards. That's a set. So that's 3 of a kind, and that's beaten by a straight. A straight is 5 cards in sequence, like 3 through 7. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 6 through 10. Jack through 7. Queen through 8. What else? Ace through 10, which is actually called a Broadway straight. Broadway is a ace high straight. A bicycle is a 5 high straight, which is ace 2, 3, 4, 5. Because remember, aces can act as 1s. They can either act as the lowest hand or the highest, or not the lowest hand, the lowest card or the highest card. So that's a straight. A flush is, by the way, bicycle is also called a wheel. Anyway, flush is 5 cards of the same suit. They don't have to be in order. It would be really good if they were in order, but they don't have to be in order. So, like, 5 clubs, 5 diamonds, 5 hearts, 5 spades. So, like, Jack, 3, 8, King, Deuce. All the clubs. That would be called a King High Club flush. Alright? Alright, after that is a full house, I believe. Yep, full house. Which is 3 of a kind and a pair together. That's a full house. 4 of a kind beats that, which is 4 of the same suit, called quads. After a 4 of a kind is a straight flush, which is 5 cards in sequence of the same suit. Because remember what I said earlier about flush? Like literally 10 seconds ago. Flushes, they don't have to be in order, but it would be really good if they were in order because that's a straight flush. So if I say 3 through 7, all of spades, that's That's a straight flush. And then the crowning achievement, the moment of glory, the royal flush. Okay. In your honor, a royal flush. That's a Parent Trap reference. Anyway, is basically ace through 10 of the same suit. That's a royal flush. You don't have to worry about royal flushes because they're like, what, 65,001? Meaning out of 65,000 hands that you have, only one of them is going to be a royal flush, so you don't have to worry. The highest hand I've ever gotten in my life, ever, was a straight flush. It was a queen high, spade straight flush, queen through 8 of spades. I was playing a poker game, World Series of Poker, Tournament of Champions, my Xbox game. It's like 90% impossible to do well in that game, I swear to God. But it was the highest hand I've ever gotten was a queen high straight spade flush. It was the highest hand I ever got. And then playing in real life, the highest hand I've ever got was a quad aces. So, meh. Alright, those are the hand rankings. Next I'll explain how the betting rounds work. And I'll do an example for you.